This is Jacob Nash, Engineering Lessons, and this is Unit 3.1, Lesson 1. So you might be wondering, why did I make 3.1 before Unit 1.4? Because I just did 1.3. That's just because that's the way things had to work out for the way that I can make these videos. But that unit will be out shortly. And if you see a video that says demo, it doesn't matter. Like, that's not something you need to watch, because I've already created the playlist for all the different units, but just so that they would be in order. And I just had that video in there so that those playlists could even be created. But anyways, something to point out about this unit, and this may be the case for some of the units that are in this YouTube channel, is that they might not be the same version as what you're learning. And I know that's the case for this one, because this is the programming unit, and obviously due to the coronavirus, not everyone can just program from their house. Like, there's some students that are learning from home, so they the PLTW has a distance learning option, and that's what I'm going to be teaching for this purpose, because I couldn't really make a video of a robot being programmed, because I can't really make videos like that in my situation. I can't really make live videos. I can just make screen recording videos like I am. But anyways, I've been talking about that I'm getting an iPad, so that's better for me to write math equations, but no point for this unit because there's no math really. So this first lesson is just basically about how to use this. It's called VexCode VR. You can reach it at vr.vex.com. It's free. You don't have to sign in or anything. And if you notice, it looks kind of like Scratch.com or Scratch.edu that you may have used before. That's how you can program the cat and other sprites to do things, but this time it's a robot. And in my opinion, I think Scratch is better, because some parts of this website aren't very well coded itself. But anyway, so we have a when started block. We have all these different blocks, and when we put them together, we can make this robot do something. And you can see the robot by clicking on the playground button. And it takes a second to load, and I'll just drag this over here. This is really the main thing that's annoying, is that you can't really make this bigger. You can't really put it away. It has to reload. Of course, you can expand, but it doesn't really do much. So I'm just putting it off to the side right here. So when started, you can't delete this block. How you do delete a block though is if you drag one out, you put them together like that, and you can trash can it if you drag it back over. But you can always push Control Z to undo that. Don't know why it moved over there though. But so we have drivetrain, magnet, looks, control, sensing, operators, variables, my blocks, and comments. For the purpose of this video, we're basically going to just be using drivetrain, looks, controls, and sensing. So you can make it drive forward for a certain amount of millimeters or inches. Once you want to see that robot go, push that arrow button. It's already done. That's all it did. Stop and reload to reset it. You can make it 3D mode if you click on that camera, or back to the bird's eye view if you click on that. You can hide all that information if you click that, but you probably should have that on. And there's different arenas you can choose, but we'll just do grid map for now. So there's also just a drive forward, but if you notice what happens if we just keep doing the drive forward, this robot doesn't ever stop because it doesn't know that it's supposed to. So you see it's just going crazy because it's trying to go past that wall, and then it just flipped over. Luckily, there is a wall there. On some of the other ones, there's no walls, and that thing goes off and pretty much dies into midair. And you can make it turn. You can make it turn a certain amount of degrees. Tell it to stop driving. Increase the velocity. We'll basically just be using these ones in this video, though. So we have looks. We can make it draw wherever it goes. So you can choose the print color. What color do you want it to leave behind it when it goes? Unfortunately, you only have those 3 colors. You need to move it down when you want it to be down, or move it up when you want it to not draw. Oh, I'm sorry, print color is not the right thing. You have to do robot pin color. Same colors that you can choose. Print color is something else where you can make it say things, but the thing that was a little bit confusing for me at first is that it doesn't say it like in a thought bubble. I mean, I guess that's probably obvious, but it doesn't say it in a thought bubble like it does on Scratch. You have to click on this monitor thing, but that will be on I think lesson 3. But yeah, that's not right now. I might show that later, but anyway, so let's just do something random. So let's tell it to drive forward 1,000 millimeters. By the way, each one of these blocks is 200 millimeters. I like to leave it on that because I can tell that. So since I'm doing 10,000, it will move this far. So let's just say do that, then turn right 90 degrees, and let's just tell it to do that twice. But let's just tell it to leave a pen color down. Let's just say red, and let's see how that goes. Okay, it's leaving that behind it. Okay, it's turning. It's going 5 more blocks. Turning right again, and that's it. That's all it does. So that's basically what you can do with that. You can with the control blocks, you can make it wait a certain amount of time. You can make it repeat it a certain amount of time. Do it forever. If something happens, then make it do something. That's going to be discussed more in lesson 4. Like you could say, if it sees a object, then turn, so you don't crash into it. If it knows that it's about to fall off, it should turn around. Like that, so it knows that it doesn't want to fall off and explode. Well, you don't really see it explode, but whatever. You can say wait until, repeat until, while, then sensing. This is probably important. You can't really use the control without doing sensing anyways, really. If the left bumper is pressed, and really, let's just go on to the dynamic castle crasher, so you can see what some of the objects look like. So there's some objects, they look weird from above, but that's what they look like there. So if its left bumper is pressed, we can put it into here. If left bumper pressed, then should it stop driving? Let's see. Let's just tell it to drive forward, but if the left bumper is pressed, then stop driving. Now we need to put a forever block on it so that it can know to be looking out for this the whole time, not just when we click the start button. So let's see. Good job. It knew not to do that. Now, but if we didn't have that, you can see what terrible thing happens. I'll just put the pen down. There we go. So nothing's stopping it. really, even if we had this thing in it still would do this. Oh, so sorry, Wally. You just crashed off that. It's going crazy. You can see that's all it did, and then right here it's just going crazy. By the way, you can click around to see where it goes, but yeah, that's no good. Then we also have if it detects a color. So let's just do this instead. If front eye detects red, let's see if this works. And if it doesn't, I'll explain why. It didn't work. Well, here's why. It's because I said front eye. That's the eye that's looking ahead. Now this robot's not too smart. It doesn't think to look down unless you tell it to. So let's make that down eye instead. Because the red wasn't in front of it, it was below it. So let's see if it knows to stop when it's when I say down eye. Good job. It didn't die. And then that's about it. You can do operators for like math equations. You could say pick a random number if you wanted it to pick a random number of degrees that it turns. By doing that, you can make it go randomly all around the course. And you can create variables, but that's not the case in this video. The last thing I'm going to show you is this, how you can make it type things. Let's just X that thing out. We don't need to do that because it's not going to be able to be shown on the playground. So let's say when it started, print. Let's just say print Jacob Nash, and let's push start. Oh, sorry, this thing's dumb. It actually has to have that open. We can just put it down here. Don't need to see that. So it did it. Good job. And then, but you might want to do a next row so it could say something else. So we can say engineering lessons clear. And let's start that over. Okay, it does it fast. You can change the color. That's what the print color is. And you can do clear all rows if you wanted to clear it without you having to click on it. But that's it. That's it for this video. I know this one was pretty long. The next few shouldn't be too long, I don't think, because all I have is a slideshow, and there's about like 6 slides for each lesson. So thank you for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. That's 3 things that are good to do. And I really appreciate if you're watching my videos, because I'm just glad to know, like, if I really do help you, please comment below, because I'm glad to know if I helped someone. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and that'll be it.